This is Starved Rock State Park. It's located pretty much in between Ottawa, Illinois and Peru. This is the beginning of a 6.8 mile track. They do have camping at the lodge if you want to camp there, or you can get a hotel at the lodge also. This is my pre-practice to trailing the Colorado Trail in July, so I'm kind of pretty much getting myself ready. And they got some nice cliffs. Starved Rock was named after the Indians got pushed off of a cliff back in the old Western days or whatever, a discovery of the world or whatever. My bad, I'm silly. But I know that it was Indians got starved off and they jumped off the cliffs. And sooner or later I will go to that and I will show you what I mean. But it's supposed to be a really scenic, which I've been here a lot of times in my younger days, being silly and hanging out at top of cliffs like that. And then luckily I'm not dead. But now I am older at 56. It's going to be 57 on Monday. But this also is December the 23rd. All right, I think that's enough. As you can see, there's a tall cliff. It's really beautiful, scenic area. And we'll come back later and video. And this is on top of that cliff that I showed just in the video. And this is the Illinois River that runs down this state park, Starved Rock State Park. And it gets to be a little bit more scenic as we go, but we're only a little over a quarter mile into the 6.8 miles they say it is. So it's beautiful, but I thought I'd show where I got on top of the cliff now, and I'm going to be walking up and down the trail along the Illinois River and showing you different scenic areas. Hope you enjoy. And we're about at the top almost of all this cliffs and everything that you walk along. But we're only like 3/4 of a mile of the 6.8. I just wanted to note, you know, it's kind of silly, but you know, there's a lot of trash in our world nowadays, and it's a shame that it follows along our beautiful state park. But it is what it is. What can you do about it? You know, I can try to do something, but I don't have a boat to go get that kind of trash. The trail seems relatively picked up, where nobody leaves trash or anything laying around. It seems like that's pretty good on that part. But it's a shame. Like I said, I showed you that trash that was down there. All right, that was another just little simple thought. Excuse me. And there's the Illinois River. Gets prettier as we go. I'll come back. All right, this is a trailhead. Well, not trailhead, but it's just a trail map of where I'm going. I started down here at the beginning of it, and I've already gone to here. And you just follow it along the whole river, and then it has a loop that I can go around and come down and come back. So that way I'm not following the same trail, except when I get back to this point right here where I'm at. This is a Hennepin Canyon, they're saying it is. And this is where we came from. Council Overhang, Ottawa Canyon, Illinois Canyon. And this is tells you all the terrains and the bluff trails, roads, parking, major stairways. It shows you on the maps. And then it shows you all the bluff trail, river trail, green interior canyon trail. And we're basically doing everything along the whole river until we can't go no farther. I think I'm going to be going all the way to here, to the boat ramp, past Starved Rock Lodge. They have camping right here and that you can camp at. I thought it was there. Let's see, the campground signal is that with a tent. I know they have lodging there, but I thought they had camping in here. And this is all the rules it says to do, to follow. And it's illegal too. A lot of people have died here and everything. And if you want to, here's the scan for see the map. If you want to try to scan that, you can. I'll try to stay still. I think that would work. All right, we're gonna move on. We are at the St. Louis Canyon, or Hennepin Canyon. And so next one is going to be Parkman's Plain, and that's 2.5 miles. And I think I should have started at the St. Louis Canyon, and then that would have worked me the other way, but it doesn't matter which way I go. This is one of the platforms they have at various spots at Starved Rock Lodge. I mean Starved Rock Park, I should say. They do have a lodge. But anyway, they got people that's always taking graffiti in, and looks like somebody that's got busted up right here. So somebody probably busted that up. But this is the overlook and that of the Illinois River. It's really scenic. And I'm hoping we can see some eagles today. Usually they're more down by the dam. So we'll look at that as we get more down the trail. The dam is more down there, right about where my stick is. But my grandpa helped build that dam down there back in the way days. Long time ago. But anyway, we'll continue on. Let's go down over here and see what's at the end of this thing first before we sign off again. But I will come back many times. I think this is off trail right here. And people have got, like I said, has gotten killed over this stuff of not following the rules. All right, that's enough off of this trail. Get back up off on trail. This is silly to be here. And it says to stay on trails. So don't give me heck. I'm sorry. It won't happen no more. But anyway, we'll continue on another video. And I'll add that in to make one whole video. Talk to you later. I had to video this. This is a trail. And I will be going all the way around. And as you can see on the other side, there's a trail over there on top of that cliff. And these are really scenic cliffs and everything. The Starved Rock. I'm surprised it ain't crowded. There was the remarks and reviews that it was all wooded planks, that's all you walk on. But I think that's more towards the lodge, not the trail itself. I think somebody went off a different way where you begin at the beginning of the trail. I went backwards. I parked at the end of the trail and I'm going to the beginning of the trail, which doesn't matter which way you go. I just have to walk all the way back, whatever I do. But it is what it is. Yeah. Alright, that's another part of the video. We'll let it go for a little bit so we can let you see more. We used to be silly and walk down in them canyons and climb down these cliffs. It was so silly. Like I said, I am lucky that I am alive. So many people has died from these cliffs of going off trail. And this is Starved Rock gets overpopulated in the summertime. It's so many people on this trail. It's crazy how many people. They mostly come from Chicago and other parts because mainly they don't have what we have here, you know, so I don't blame them. It's great that you can be able to get out and then not travel too far. Chicago is about 70 miles, a little bit over, depending on where you come from. But like I said, people, as they make their own trails and they try to see how far they can look down inside these canyons, and that's where they make their mistakes and they fall. They try to take up protection with this kind of stuff, fencing and stuff, so people don't fall off. They try to help, but people tend to still go off trail and fall into their death into the Illinois River or to the bottom of these canyons. There's so many views, you don't have to go off trail. And I was stupid back there on the video of going off trail, and I shouldn't have done that. There's some waterfalls. It's really beautiful in the summertime. It's a really deep canyon. In the wintertime, when it really freezes up and all these waterfalls turn all really crystal white. But you know, it's a canyon, a Starved Rock. But I just wish people would stay on trail. It just hurts me when I hear about people falling. And here we're at Hennepin Canyon. I was wondering what this was named, but there it is. And we're 1 mile in from the Hennepin Trail, or canyon, I mean. It's the Starved Rock Trail. But anyway, we'll continue on. Hope you're enjoying the views. Take care. I had to come back and show you the waterfalls from the Hennepin Canyon. It's so pretty when it starts freezing up and everything. I brought bottled water today for my trip. I still you have to buy a water filter so that way I can filter my own water. A lot of farming around here. I don't know if I would want to filter their water, but oh well. But anyway, I'm not too far from here. I'm in Streator, Illinois. So it's just a short little jaunt for me to get here. It only was 24 miles to get here. Talk to you later. All right, we're 1.7 miles in out of 6.8 miles of walking. I guess I missed that walkout point right there, but I think it was blocked off, so I didn't understand it, but I missed that point. But anyway, here's a pretty picture of it. I'll try to bend down with, I'm practicing with my full backpack with extra weight put in it to 34 pounds. So I'm used to walking up and down mountains when I go to do the Colorado Trail. And as you see, there's a pretty scenic. It's like that piece right there is just barely hanging on. But it's so pretty. All right, try to get up. All right, that's good for the knees. I've been also working out at the gym, the YMCA, some stair climbers, and I've been also doing the treadmill at different inclines, 3% for 1 week, and then I went to 5%. Then I did a week of 15%, and then I go back and forth on it. Every week I train on one incline. And I usually do about 3.5 miles every day on the treadmill just to get my old legs used to it, because I've had torn meniscus, I want to say, in my left knee. So I've been trying to get it. I had the surgery and everything, and it's been over a year, well over a year. And I just finally, this is my celebration when I do the Colorado Trail. It's going to be my celebration of being sober since 2009. I quit doing alcohol, and also I was into drugs. But this has been a long road, I should say. But I lost my driver's license when I was 22, and I continued driving. I had 2 DUIs, and also, go ahead and laugh, but I had a DUI on a bicycle. They call it a BUI. Back then, I was the first one in the state of Illinois to ever have one on a bicycle. But it is true, you could get that charge nowadays and it will hold. But anyway, they laughed it out of court, but actually they didn't laugh it out of court because that actually went against my driving record. So I had 2 DUIs and that BUI. My second DUI, not the BUI, but the second DUI, I took and hit 2 parked cars that was parked coming home from a bar, drinking tequila shots all day. And my boss let me take his truck home, and I zoomed across the roads that had stop signs, but I never stopped. And I hit them 2 parked cars, and I wound up being on somebody's front porch with the truck that I had. I'm lucky I'm alive. I'm lucky that there was nobody in the vehicle. But I took and lost my license. Then after that episode, I never continued driving which, you know, like I said, I kept on driving until I did that second DUI. And I've had various driving on revokes. So 8 years ago, 2014, I decided to, I've been sober long enough since 2009, and it was time to try to get my driver's license back. So since 2014 till today, well, December the 21st, I had to do a 5 years on a driving on a work permit. I can only drive to work and back, and also go to have, I had to have a Bade machine put into my vehicle, which had a camera, and I had to blow for 5 years. I had to pay insignificant amount of money. I won't go there, but anyway, I had to pay for 5 years of that, and on the blow machine, and 5 years on a work permit, only to go to work and back. And also I had to do 3 years on high risk insurance, which I took and had to get that SR22 insurance for 3 years. So I did all that. I wound up paying with lawyer fees, the Bade machine, the taking blow on, and also the high risk insurance, all the alcohol classes, everything that I had to do to meet up to get my driver's license back. I had to do 8 years, might as well say, because when I went first, I went and did all my classes, and I took and didn't get a lawyer, and I tried to do it by myself, which was a mistake. I took and should have went with the lawyer, because they denied me. My paperwork was not in order, and the counseling I got for my alcohol classes, they mentioned they didn't know what was on my records and everything. They couldn't tell me what was on my records. So when I went to see the formal hearing officers on see if I was eligible for my license, they denied me. So I wound up restarting it, which I thought should have been appeal, but I did the wrong. It was time for my payback for what I did wrong. And when I was younger, at 22, like I said, I am 56 now. So I got a lawyer, and then we took and went back to Springfield, Illinois, to take into the formal hearing officers, and then we took and like I said, they gave me 5 years on a work permit, 5 years on a blow machine, Bade machine, and also 3 years on high risk insurance. Well, December the 21st, I finally got the letter that I've been waiting for after 5 years, saying that I was granted my full privileges of driving back. So to go to Colorado is going to be my accomplishment of what I've done in my life since 2009, changed it drastically over. And then, like I said, I had a rough childhood. I've been in and out of prison. I've cleaned myself up. I haven't been in prison since I was 21. I cleaned my act up. I had to move out of the state of Illinois to get away from my troubled friends, which, you know, it was not their fault. It was my fault for following with them and doing the bad things I have done in my life, which I totally regret doing in my life now. But anyway, that is my story that I'm telling you about. I'm sorry if I bored you, but this is why I'm going to do the Colorado Trail. At my age, at 56, I'm hoping that my legs can handle it. I'm going to start doing the Starved Rock State Park a few times, because it is a lot of climbing up and down. So this will help me on the climbing up and down. The elevation, used to the air and everything, I'm going to have to see that when I get to Denver, I'll stay a couple days before I hit the trail. And then I will walk in a little ways into the trail, about 10 miles, and then I'll camp and stay overnight. And then that way I get used to, acclimated to the air. As it's going to be, I'll be climbing at the highest point is 13,350, I want to say. 13,350 on the elevation. But anyway, don't want to bore you. But here we are. We are here at this time. We are right here. We started down here. And we're right here now. Next, we had that canyon I showed you was Owl Canyon. And it's an overlook. And then we were at the Hidden Canyon. But we missed that somehow or another to get in there. I think it's boarded off to where you can't get in there now. And then we'll snake around where this red is. And the next one is going to be Sandstone Point Overlook. I hope you're all enjoying all this. I guess I could go from here to camp. I can go down here to camp, I guess. All right, that's signing off. And there's a marker for the river trail. It says to stick on this, the boardwalk, and Lasalle Canyon coming up. I met a nice gentleman. He's from Grand Ridge, and he's been sober also. He told me his story about being sober and everything since 1986, I think it was, or 83. He was a very nice gentleman. And actually, he did some of the trail at Colorado Trail on bike, he did. So that was very interesting to meet somebody. And these are some long steps. This is going to be interesting when I come back up these steps. And there they go. Keep on going down and down this cliff. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. Bye now. All right, we're at Owl Canyon. And we'll probably, when I come back this way, we'll walk these canyons inside of them. They're very interesting. And then that takes me back to that other cliff area. But it's really interesting. But anyway, talk to you later. All right, this is that cliff that we were showing you earlier. I believe that's Owl Canyon, I think. The overlook. But anyway, when I come back this way, I will walk down that way. But right now we're not. We got they got nice areas where there's benches and everything. Like I said, there's people that graffiti over everything. It's kind of sad in a ways how people take and do this and destroy public land, and people throwing trash and everything. I never seen this all in Colorado when I was watching videos on YouTube, but it's pretty sad. They got trash everywhere. And bottles. It's an antifreeze bottle. That's probably not good on the environment, but it looks like it's got a rope on it for probably somebody doing trapping a fish or turtle, whatever, fish. And out there, as you see, there's a gun blind for ducks. And this is the Illinois River. Really beautiful. Talk to you later. This is a nice little canyon look. And I just passed 3 people. Starting to get to where I see people now. Usually it's pretty crowded, but I don't know about, you know, darn, like it's December the 23rd today. But it's almost close to 50 degrees. And I think the world is going through some different kind of climate change in that, with all the chemicals and, like I said, with all the garbage and trash that we have in this world that we leave behind and don't pack in, pack out, or take home and put in a trash compactor. It's just disgusting. But anyway, still hiking it on. And like I said, there's cliffs everywhere. This is called Starved Rock Park. And I will show you where the settlers or whoever, pilgrims or whatever it was that pushed the Indians in starvation, and they had to try to jump off the ledge to swim for life. But a lot of them did not make it. I can't remember what tribe of Indians that got murdered. Mazel saying words to me. But anyway, we'll sign off and we'll be back. Alright. This is a area where it says I can go that way if I wanted to go to Les Sales Canyon, or I can keep on going down the river trail, which like I said, it's 6.8 miles. Other days I'll start going down that way, but it's kind of, they tell you to pack it in, pack it out in a ways here on the sign. Only you can keep the park and water clean. And I thought it was really nice that they do have emergency 911, and then you could be able to scan them, and they'll tell 911 exactly where you are by doing that code. That's kind of a shame that, you know, we got trash left over from when these guys are doing stuff, I guess, but it needs to be cleaned up. Then we got a nice bridge that we were going to walk over. And like I said, that was Les Sales Canyon. You can go down in there and visit that. But the other days, that's where I'll go. The legs are feeling a little bit today. This is like my first actually long hike, I should say. Used to go up and down in this when I was a younger kid, but I haven't done none of that stuff because of my alcoholism back in my days. But anyway, we are right here, and we started way down here at the beginning, and at the salt well, Long Point Shelter, I should say. And then we worked our way down and around, and we are here. And next time is going to be Lone Tree Canyon and Sandstone Overlook. All right. Keep on trekking. Talk to you later. I guess only if you're a registered ice climber that you can go and climb ice. That's interesting. I never knew that, but that's not for me. I don't like climbing cliffs and stuff like that. It's interesting they allow that, but I guess if you get registered and things go bad, they know you're in here. And anyway, we'll talk to you later. Keep on trekking. Anyway, this is another canyon. Really beautiful. I never knew how beautiful this was until now, but it is really beautiful. All right, we're 3 miles in on the 6.8 miles of trail. We're a little ways still from the dam area that I talked about, the Locken Dam. And they let the barges through on the Illinois River through the Locken Dam. But I believe I will be walking up a big flights of steps to get up on the top. I can either go to Bluff Trail going up that way, but like I said, I'm doing the whole trail. The scenic area I'll do another time, but I believe I'm climbing up these hills. Like I said, I started wrong. And there's Bluff Trail. And here we're almost to the Sandstone Point Overlook on the map. The next one is going to be the Beehive Overlook that we'll go to. All right. And we got the canyon here. And it says it's Lone Tree Canyon. All right. We got some climbing to do. Talk to you later. Keep on trekking. Here we are into another canyon. I guess I could have walked that trail up on the top, but that's Bluff Trail up there, but I'm going to stay on the river trail here and see how it's going. Starting to get where there's more people. All right, we're here as we're getting ready to do the Beehive Overlook and the Eagle Cliff. Then we're going to be looping it back, and that'll end our 6.8 miles. And that's some trailhead that way, going that way. You can go that way to, I guess, back up. But anyway, we're going to go this way. All right, keep on trekking. All right, we are actually right here. We're going to be going up to Eagle Cliff and Lover's Leap. And I believe this is where the Indians took and jumped off. But we'll do all that here in a little bit. And we are 3.3 miles in. And we'll go all the way to the boat ramp. And we'll come back and start looping around. And then we'll be back right here to the trail head. All right. We got a lot of stairs to climb. It's well managed and everything. And it says we're heading to Eagle Cliff Lover's Leap. All right. Keep on trekking. Talk to you later. All right. We made it to the top of the cliff. Now it's says we're here by Eagle Cliff, and we'll go down and check out the overlook of Eagle Cliff. It's really nice. They got it to where people have to walk on this instead of walking on the trail and wearing it down. They built this. Heck, it was probably back in my younger days when they built all this. How you doing? How you doing? What's that?
Big fish, you see the fin right there? Looks like a shark fin.
What is
Straight
it?
out, it's a fish. I don't know what it is.
Oh, swimming, huh?
You don't have binoculars?
No, I don't have them on me. Nope.
Anyway,
I think this is where they pushed the Indians off, isn't it? On this clip?
yeah.
That's where they starved them to death?
Right.
That's what I thought.
There's something live right there. Oh, have a nice day.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. It was the French, the first Europeans to visit the Illinois country. Explorers Marquette and Joliet traversed this, Illinois. And that's the tribe right there, Kasaki, I can't remember. And if you want to know more, there's a thing that you can scan. But anyway, this is a Eagle Overlook. This is where they starved the Indians, and then they took and had to jump off because they thought they could swim and make it, but a lot of them died from it. A little more info. And there's another scan. But it's way down there. People have been stupid and silly, and look at the trash. But they've been silly, and they fell up to this and trying to overlook and not stay up here, and they fell and hurt themselves. But this is the dam that my grandpa helped build. He helped build this lock and dam. And the barges, they come down this lock and dam, and they slowly let them down, and then to over there, and then they start hauling the barges down the river. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I read some reviews of people saying that it was destroyed and all this, but it's a lot of graffiti and everything. People's graffitied everywhere, put their names on everything. It's kind of silly, but it is what it is. You know, what can you do? All right, hope you enjoyed. This is another video of Lock and Dam. Usually there's eagles that fly around. My grandpa helped build this lock and dam. And they also taken the barges will go down that trek, and they'll slowly let them down into the next area. But this is about the end of the area. Alright, we're doing the loop back. We're looping back. We've done 4 miles. This is Pontiac Canyon. Met some nice people today on the trail. We used to be silly and climb down that when we were kids. Like I said, I'm lucky to be alive. And so far we're done 4.3 miles. Pontiac Canyon. There's a lot of steps, stairs are climbing on this, and there was a lot of pavement, but reviews said it was all boardwalk that you walk on, but there's some cement path, and there's a lot of steps, but it just keeps you on the trail, because this gets visited by a lot of people, so I don't blame them for what they do. Like I said, as you can see, there's people going off trail by the side of the cliff. But talk to you later. Keep on trekking. All right, this is Wildcat Canyon. It's kind of spooky when you're on here. I'm always afraid. There's people down there, down at the bottom of Wildcat Canyon. And I'll be going around the outskirts of it to the other side. Beautiful. Just totally beautiful. All right. And we were down there, we hiked before. Beautiful. And it keeps on cascading down to down there. To the Wildcat Canyon. Alright, keep on trekking. This is a canyon. I'm walking around, it's the loop, they call it. And soon we'll get done with the loop. And I was down there one time. Alright, this is a finish of the loop that I do. We're at 5.1 miles. And then we start back on the river trail after doing the loop. And then we finish going back to where I parked my vehicle. We'll see if it's a true 6.8 miles like I said. Started this at 9:10 in the morning, and it's working on a little later now, so it's getting there. Forget what time it is, but it's about 5 hours already. I'm not happy at all the miles I only got in, but I have been stopping, taking a break, looking at, showing you everything. But it is what it is. But anyway, this is what we got going. Keep on trekking. All right, we're 7.1 miles in. They said it was a 6.8 mile trail, but I think what they added loop into it and everything, that it makes it a little bit more longer. Well, we're getting there. We're going to Ottawa Canyon. We're here. We need to go right there. But we're getting there. Keep on trekking.